Um, okay.
Okay. Bro, that's kind of loaded.
It's a big question at my age.
Yeah.
It's loaded.
It's loaded.
Oh man, that's a big question. That's a good one.
Yeah, well, that's a very good question.
Okay. That's a big question.
Give me a second to think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about it for a hot sec.
Okay, well, I think about this question a lot of the time. And is it weird that I kind of already knew you were going to ask that when I saw that? I was like prepping myself.
Ooh, that's fun.
I guess it was kind of a hard question, actually. I didn't realize how difficult a question like that would be.
I think happiness is the obvious word. But then the question is, well, yeah, but what makes one happy? And I think for me, your aunt makes me happy, right? And that's the person with whom I want happiness, expect happiness, like the happiness. So it's the abstract word is happiness, the concrete word is Courtney, right? So that's what I want in life. I think that's probably it. And then I think there are lots of other things where happiness is to be found, but it isn't the ultimate thing. It's not the one that's at the center of it. One is I like writing. And writing makes me happy. Good writing makes me happy. Not necessarily mine, somebody else's, right? Poetry makes me happy, but above all, music makes me happy. And so I listen to a lot of music. And at the moment, the music that I'm listening to, and it really makes me happy, is Mozart's operas. Yeah? Magic Flute, The Marriage of Figaro, and so on. So there are things which make me happy, but what really makes me happy, I suppose, is not just a few things that I enjoy doing like that, but a life living, as I say, with your aunt, my wife. You know. So that I think is it, and all the other things just go along with it. So there's the short story, happiness, and then there's the long story, all sorts of events that form part of that, form part of the pattern of it. And for me, one of the really important things is, two of them are reading, three of them, reading, writing, and music. So I think that's my answer.
I want happiness, and it's a really broad term. Mm-hmm. But for me, it means health, family, love, and also social justice. And I think social justice is something that I feel very strongly in these terms, because I feel happiness comes from both an individual sense, which is the world surrounding me, but it also comes in a broader sense, is what's happening in the society. Obviously, I don't think I'll be happy if the majority of the people in the world is struggling or suffering. So that is my short answer to what happiness means for me.
I mean, the obvious thing, you want me to look at you or this?
The camera.
Okay. The obvious thing would be to be happy. For me, I guess that would mean forming good habits, like exercising regularly and trying to eat healthy, because even at 32, that's hard. I want to have a house that I own someday, which is really hard for a millennial who's a teacher and with student loans. But that would be very cool, with a garden and a sunroom for plants and an area for pets and dogs. Just like space to live, I guess, because it's so crowded and hard to have a space to live, especially here in the Bay Area. Yeah, space to live and good habits and space to pursue things that make me happy, like building and painting. I think all of this can be encompassed in a space to live that's my own, so I can do what I want with it.
Something that I want is happiness. I don't know how else to expand on it. Well, I mean, I don't mind expanding. It's just like I guess it was kind of a hard question, actually. I didn't realize how difficult a question like that would be. So I guess I went through a lot this year. I think I updated you guys a little bit when we had like a little reunion playing that game. But so like this past year, the past couple of years actually have been really tough on me. And I think even a couple of years ago when I was working at PAP, I think if you had asked me that question, I probably would have said something completely different. Because the past couple of years have really, I think I've hit emotionally like rock bottom, and I've experienced some of the most difficult things in like my life. And so I think when you ask me this question now, I'm like, shoot, I think the bottom line is that I just want to feel happy again, you know? I just want to get that energy and that vibe that I had. Like, I don't know, remember those little pranks we used to do at PAP? I still remember collecting so many zipper packs just to like do that little SpongeBob chocolate thing. I just feel that my students now don't have that part of me that you guys got. That little like spark, I think it has to do with the fact that I'm not as happy as I was back then.
Alright, I'll put it this way. I want to be happy with how I feel and what I've done.
Okay, this one's really easy for me. So everybody says happiness a lot of the time, which I think is not a great idea, because happiness it can come and go. What I want to be is satisfied. At the end of my life, I'm like, hey, I take into account what I did, what I didn't do, whether I was happy in some moments, whether I was sad in others, and I say I'm satisfied. That's good enough. Because you'll be sad, you'll be happy. People have the greatest life, and as they grow old, their friends will die. Bad stuff will happen. They'll be sad, but you can't stop sadness. You can't always be happy. So why not go for being satisfied with you, whatever you've done?
I think I want to be satisfied with my life. I want to find satisfaction. I think that society has put, a lot of emphasis on success or even happiness, love and all this other stuff. And I don't know, I've never really, of course I want those things and I think they're really important, but I also think that there's a lot of strength in just living to live, so experiencing other things like sadness and heartbreak and failure and stuff like that too. So I think if I can experience all of those really important things, good or bad, then I'll feel fully satisfied. So I think that's what I'm chasing more so than being successful or just purely happy. I think I'd like to experience all of it.
I think I'd want fulfillment. Feeling like I've done something good or helpful. Feeling complete. However I might achieve that.
I want out of life two things, really. The first is meaningful relationships with family and friends. And the second is to accomplish my goals, whatever those really may be. Those goals, they're ever changing. What my goals were 5 years ago are very different from those right now. Sometimes those goals surround school. Sometimes those goals surround careers. Sometimes those goals will be about my personal life. And, as time goes on, goals change. And I think that being able to achieve what I want at any point in my life is something that would be personally fulfilling.
What do I want out of life? To be comfortable, to be happy, to find out as much as I can, I guess, and experience what life has to offer. Taking quiet moments, standing in the sun, working on my garden. But yeah, as I age, I think that that's more just having a nice, calm, kind of peaceful life. That's kind of what I want. I want to know a lot of things too. I want to drink up as much of the world as I can before I'm not here anymore. But I think that would be it. More and more as I age, I value just being stable and being able to enjoy what I have around me. It seems kind of at odds with the idea of, exploring more and trying to get more out of life. But yeah, that's kind of what I want out of it. I want to see what's out there, kind of know what, everyone else is experiencing, live as many lives as I can through reading and stuff like that, and just be kind of peaceful and comfortable.
I want stability, consistency, not having to worry about things. I think that's the basis of a good life, and everything you add on top of that is just what you want to do, like what you enjoy, kinds of activities you like doing, stuff like that.
I guess I would say that I want to have a good life, just like I want to have most of the things that I want. I want to be able to be stable and not be scrounging for food, I guess. And yeah, just have a good life, I guess.
I want to live past 80. I want to enjoy my life. That's it.
I guess, like I said, being a parent and thinking about my own kids' future is I'd want some economic security with the ability to pass on something to my children, be it some bit of monetary or material wealth that they could then use when I passed on. So I guess just looking for not huge amounts of wealth, but some sort of economic security.
Because at my age, which is going towards the end, the most important is health right now for me. And of course, the environment, it's very important to me that everything is, environmentally I am very into, and also it's important to me to know that poorer people get more attention than the richer. That's what's important to me. That we are just people and we need to help everyone.
Happiness for my children and grandchildren. That's it.
Okay, that's perfect.
Wait a minute, what about the wife?
Oh, and the wife too, of course.
I want to find my place and find where I belong and what I'm for. I think everyone has a spot where their whole history and all their skills and all their experience lines up with something somebody needs or something a community needs. And I want to find that place for me, and I want to help as many people as I can find that place for them, and know that there is a place for them, and be patient with themselves and their history so they can get there.
Okay, so basically what I want out of life is to be happy and not want to kill myself. I think that is the best way that I could describe it, is I just want to wake up, go to work, do my work, and then stop my work and then do what I want to do, and at the end of the day be happy and not want to die. So no matter what I have to do, if it's like right now I do like the streaming or whatever, and I love that. I think it's so much fun. I don't know if that'll last a year. I don't know if it'll last a month. I don't know if it'll last 10. I don't know anything about it. But right now it makes me happy. So what I want to do is just do whatever I can to continue to make myself happy, and then I guess make others happy. Because like part of what I do, like, yeah, I play video games, but as you probably definitely know, I don't give a fuck about like the games that I play. Like I really don't care. If the game exploded tomorrow, I would like just turn over in my bed and go, oh, okay, I don't really care. I just like to entertain people, and I just use the game as a opportunity to drag people over to me, and then me to like yell at them and entertain them as I yell. So I don't actually like, I just want to entertain people. I think I've entertained people in my entire life. When I was a kid, I was always like the class clown or whatever. And then, yeah, I've always just wanted to be happy, and then I guess make other people happy by making them laugh usually is what I usually go for. So yeah, that's what I want. I just want to not want to kill myself and to make other people not want to kill themselves. That's what I want.
I want to create things that help other people with life. Or I want to create things that make other people aware they're not alone. And that's, for me, writing. But it's also cooking. It's also, I like creating things. But if I were to say that's what I want in terms of like what I do with my life. But I also want to be what God made me to be. Just what that is, which I'm always figuring out. But because that's when that is my intention, things go well. So that's my answer.
Yeah, no, I want to, I don't want to go to hell. That's the main thing. I want to get through life. I want to make people happy. I don't want to end up in hell. Maybe that's through spiritual fulfillment. I don't know. I just want to make things people enjoy and that I enjoy to an extent. I'm a bit too critical of my work to really ever truly enjoy what I make, but I can enjoy parts of it. So that's what I want. I want to be able to make stuff that people enjoy, that I enjoy, and I don't want to go to hell.
I think I want to
impact the world more positively and leave it better off than it would have been if I wasn't part of it. And I want to live a happy life, and I want people to remember me well. I care more about, I think, sorry, this is hard. Just, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the main thing that I want and the main thing I worry about is just making sure that I try to make things better to the best of my ability, even if it's not that much, that you still try. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it, and it's hard to like on a broad scale, it's hard to think of specific things, but I think that that's what makes me the most happy, is just knowing that I didn't make the world a worse place for people.
I think about it a lot, and I think what I want out of life is to be really happy and enjoy every single moment and travel and see everything and experience everything and anything that I can, and just be with people that I enjoy spending my time with, do things that I enjoy, find myself. I think just happiness, being around good people, experiencing life, finding things that are fulfilling, spending my time with good people, avoiding all the bad people, eating tasty food around the world, just doing things that make you happy and really savoring the experience that we have here on Earth, because who knows what happens after, who knows if we come back here again. So just travel, enjoy life, and yeah, that's what I think.
I want to build a life that's centered around loving other people and building meaningful connections. I don't want my life to just be focused on physical achievements, and I really want to seek out just deeper meanings and truths about the world, and kind of spend my life asking questions and trying to find out answers with different people. I think that's really important, especially in this kind of phase of young adulthood. Yeah.
I want my life to be full of experiences that I can appreciate and keep and bring through and know that I have good memories, and I also want to learn lessons and pass them on to other people so they can live their best life as well.
Interesting. I was writing about this earlier. But like it was very vague. It was almost like self-talk, because like I was tired and didn't want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
And I'm going somewhere with this. Hold on.
Okay.
And I don't know, there's like an Oscar Wilde quote that's just like, most people exist, that is all. Or to live is the rarest thing of all. Most people exist only, or something to that effect. And I think for me, it's not about procurement of material wealth or status, or prestige or anything in that realm. It's more just about depth. And I think that many people define that in different ways, but for me, it's just about feeling things on a deeper level. And that doesn't necessarily mean positive things and things that incite only pleasure. I'm not a hedonist. But yeah, for me, it's about depth and being able to think and feel and pursue knowledge, and also just realizing that who I am and my identity will take countless forms throughout the entirety of my life. Like, I don't believe that we are simplistic creatures. I don't believe that I am like one person or one thing. Like, and I also think that there are certain experiences and situations and challenges in life that like shatter us. And I think I want to be shattered. I want to be challenged. I want to, in a way, be tested in that way, so that I can just constantly keep remaking myself and not be stagnant.
Okay. I want happiness in life. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Is there anything else you want to say?
Nah.
Okay, great. That works.